When it comes to the NFL, most people think of the Super Bowl as the league's big event, and it is, but for hundreds of thousands of fans, there's something that's a little bit bigger.
Well, because it's more accessible to everybody. The NFL draft is what we're talking about. It attracts huge crowds in the host city from all across the country. This year, it's in Kansas City. Next year, it's going to be right here in Detroit. So a team of Detroit leaders are going to be in KC to see it firsthand. Our Nick Monticelli is tagging along. In fact, he's at Metro Airport right now, getting ready to catch his flight. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, our flight is just a few hours away, and we are excited to learn what this Detroit delegation is going to be learning as they learn it. As you mentioned, the NFL draft is a huge thing. It is bigger than the Super Bowl because it's not just two teams involved, it's all of them. Did you know the NFL draft is coming to Detroit next year?
I did not.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I love it.
I think it's great. So maybe we'll give it a lot of attention in Detroit, get us about the bad signal with the Lions.
Regardless if you know, don't know, care, or don't care, the NFL draft is coming to Detroit next year, and it's a really big deal. Because it's not just what you see on stage when teams make their picks. There are massive parties for days that are free and open to the public, with hundreds of thousands of fans coming from around the country. So those planning the Detroit draft want to make sure it's perfect, which is why they are heading to Kansas City for this year's draft to learn best and worst practices.
This is the center, we could even say the epicenter of the NFL draft.
Eric Larson is the president of the Downtown Detroit Partnership. He is part of the delegation heading to Kansas City. Most of their questions center around logistics. As the draft party, and other events will take over campus marshes, Ford Field, and other downtown spots.
How does the footprint set up? What are the kinds of access and egress points that are going to be necessary? What does security look like? Because that's going to be a big part, not only in terms of build-up as they build out the main stage, but also during the event.
Elisa Millell works in the mayor's office. Something she'll be focused on in Kansas City is transportation, how they handle parking, ride shares, shuttles, and more.
We're curious to see how they've designed their traffic routes as well, and looking at parking as well, if what's available, what's not.
Something else they will be watching is how Kansas City planned the timing of road closures, trying to limit impact to businesses and residents.
Because as the build out, they're going to have to be shutting down certain aspects of the city.
Detroit's draft will be unique, though, as they try to move the party outside of the downtown core, possibly hosting block and viewing parties in neighborhood parks. You had mentioned that there is already a conversation about getting out into the neighborhoods to maybe some block parties. Is that that's a real conversation?
It's a real conversation. The administration and the mayor is very, very keen on what the NFL draft means for the city of Detroit and means for the residents of Detroit.
Not only that, but also flip the script and have local businesses in the neighborhoods come downtown, so people can be, they can be part of the experience.
And while we will be in Kansas City with this Detroit delegation, we do know one thing already: Detroit's draft next year could be one of the largest in NFL history.
Detroit is really unique. It sits within 500 miles of 70% of the fan base of the NFL, and so having that ability to draw that kind of capacity, but also those kinds of visitors into the city, is an incredible opportunity for us to change perceptions about what we all know is a reality, and that's Detroit's an incredible city.
The best there is. All right, so it's amazing to think what Detroit is going to look like exactly 1 year from today. Jason Ronda, think about what the Super Bowl was like back in 2006 and multiply that by 10, 15, 20 times more. All the teams, all the fans, hundreds of millions of dollars in the local revenue. It's going to be a very big deal. So that's why this team is going to Kansas City, and that's why we're going with them.
That's so exciting.
If you
and
look
think about how much we've changed since Super Bowl.
Oh, that's another
so
good
much
point
more to
make.
enjoy here.
And you saw what Nashville did a few years ago, right on the other side of the pandemic. They just flooded those, and they had bad weather, and it was still a monster success.
I mean, once you make the plans, you go rain or shine.
Yeah.
Exciting. We're looking forward to your report.
And there's so much going on. They're talking, even the concerts, right? Like Fall Out Boy is the headline in Kansas City. So I think we've got some music legends.
Yeah, we do.
We could probably put some pretty big shows on too.
For sure.
Good stuff,
Let's
Nick.
book Big Sean now.
Yeah, there you go.